Okay, it is 6:44. We're going to start in 1 minute. Get you guys rolling here. Who's brand new tonight? Brand new. Awesome. Who's done a challenge before? Boom, boom. When's the last time you did one? Okay, hands up. You? Year and a half ago? Saturday. Just graduated. How many pounds did you lose? Nice, good job. It's awesome. 23 pounds, love it. Hi. Okay, we are getting ready to start, or go ahead and get started on the final orientation. Tonight's orientation is live with you people sitting here, and then a lot of people watching from home. All over the world, we now have people taking the challenge from Costa Rica, Japan, Australia, you name it, all over the U.S. Now it's expanded outside of that with this live broadcasting system behind you. It's actually our own broadcasting network. Looks kind of small, like a home camera, but it's not. And we're just reaching a lot of people online these days. And welcome to you. If you're watching this tonight, because you could not make it in person, this does qualify you to actually attend an actual camp if you live here in Oklahoma. So just making clarity on that. You're watching it either to do it from home because you don't live in Oklahoma, or you're going to be taking the challenge from one of our 10 locations, and you're wanting to qualify tonight. The 6-week challenge. You know, I'm 52 now. Been doing this since I was 18. This program is not brand new. It's brand new to you, okay? You're new. That should give you comfort that thousands of people went before you. I mean, this gentleman was talking about 2.5 years ago. This thing stems way back when I was 18, where it was birthed, okay? It is my baby. It is the pinnacle of all of our programs. But I want to be clear about something. This is the only program I require people to come sit in 100-degree weather and listen. First of all, you get acclimated to our environment, okay? We are a fat loss camp. We're not a weight loss camp. Fat loss, being a prior bodybuilder, back in the day, I was 4-time Mr. Oklahoma, done 70-something bodybuilding shows. My point is, the idea was to strip off body fat and then show our muscle to judges so we got pretty little trophies and now collect dust in our attic. You want that also. You just don't know that. I mean, people are confused. They're all been driven by the weight loss industry to lose weight on a scale to define who they are. Now, we do want weight to come off on the scale. This lady back here lost 23 pounds. She lost 23 pounds of fat. She didn't take an ounce of muscle on this program because I'm a dietary therapist. The eating plan is designed to keep your hard-earned muscle, so when you're down to your ideal weight, it may take 2 or 3 challenges, you have what's called a tight tone sculpted look, which is what everybody achieves or wants to achieve. Here's the beauty of this program. I've been doing this so long now. I do interviews, I do podcasts, I do seminars all over the United States. I always make people who want to do this program write me 100 words or less, like these people tonight. I've got half your whys right here. Why you want to be accepted in this program, okay? As you know, you apply for the program, you write a why. We choose who goes through this program. It's not a, I've got money and I want to pay for it kind of program, okay? We get a little bit of a pushback on that. People get offended by it if they don't get into the program. And all I'm doing is them and me both a favor, saving us a lot of time, money, effort, whatever you want to call it, because this program is driven by the culture within it, okay? We're going to go over that in a little bit. I'm now getting asked why I do this program. We have grown now to where we have 70 trainers. We've got a headquarters building. We employ 15, 20 people, directors all over the place. We're a legit huge organization because this thing continues to grow. Right now, we're getting ready to look at opening in Kansas. We've got 2 locations in Illinois, if you don't know that, Miami. So we're starting to open up camps outside of Oklahoma. People ask me, why do you do what you do? Because you want to help people lose 20 pounds? And I want to be clear about something. That's what we do. We help you lose 20 pounds in 6 weeks of fat. That's not why we do it. And this is the part that kind of hits people upside the head. We do it to help you to find happiness again. And people laugh about that. They're like, what do you mean I'm happy? Didn't say you weren't happy in certain areas of your life. If you're sitting here right now, you're not happy with the way your body looks. You're not happy with the weight you have. Maybe a problem or what it may be. In the end, if I help her to get off diabetes medication, I help her to lose weight, I help her to get off blood pressure medication, whatever it may be, everyone in the end is what? Happier. That's what our motto is. We try to help people find happiness again where they're failing, okay? And you're failing not because of you. You're failing because the weight loss industry is full of crap. They BS people with pills and gimmicks and all kind of things that you want to buy into. It cracks me up being in this industry is because people, if you go to buy a car, right, you're on your guard. You're like, I'm not going to be sold here. I'm not going to be scammed. When it comes to weight loss, though, if somebody says to put on a pair of sunglasses and look at the sun 20 minutes a day and it's going to help you lose weight, your ass would be out there doing it. And it cracks me up because we buy into that. We want it to be that easy. And here's the deal. It's not easy. This is the hardest program you're ever going to apply for. I'm the guy that has an orientation, so I can be transparent to you, tell you exactly what you're asking me to do for you, but I'm going to tell you what that girl went through to get in that chair for a second round of the program, okay? I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's going to be fun. We're going to hug you and coddle you, and it's going to be a breeze, because it's not. You've been lied to enough. This is to be brutally honest about what it takes to be successful in this program. We have a 90 to 93% success rate, and I'm not going to let anybody break that by just saying, well, I want to look hot. Okay, that's not really a why. It is a why, but you need to be on one of our camp membership programs or go to Hardbody or some of our other programs that don't have the accountability that this program has. Nothing wrong with looking hot. It's not a deep-seated why to drive you through what you're getting ready to go through. Okay, you had to work your butt off to get fat. And I'm the guy that's left standing. I'm not going to say overweight, curvy. Okay, it's called you are fatter now than you need to be. It's what it is. You had to eat 3,500 additional calories to put on 1 pound of fat. And you're like, okay, what's the big deal about that? Think about that for a minute. If she needs 2,000 calories a day to function, stress out, raise kids, I'm making up stuff, go to work, whatever, she needs 2,000 calories just to survive through the day. She has to go 3,500 additional calories on top of that to put 1 pound of fat on the scale. That means she has to work 2 or 3 weeks of going over her calorie limit. That's for someone who's trying to eat decent. 2 or 3 weeks goes by, she adds 200 here, 300 here, over her calorie number. Once it adds up to 3,500, she puts a pound on the scale. 1 pound, it takes 3 weeks to put on. Think about how many pounds you think you're overweight now, and think about how long you had to do that over-calorie thing to get overweight. People love to tell me, oh, I just recently got fat this year. No, you just noticed it this year. You just saw a picture, or you saw a mirror, or you saw something that triggered it. It's called a trigger effect. The number one thing people see that makes them realize, oh my God, I didn't realize I got that overweight? Pictures of them walking away that someone took a picture. And usually it's on a vacation. I hear it all the time. My husband was taking a picture of me and my kids walking on the beach, and later I was looking at the pictures like, who are you taking a picture of? It's like, that's you. Did not recognize this part of her body from behind because she doesn't see it that much. Trigger effect, okay? Men usually find out they can't keep up with their kids once they have a baby, or they're struggling to go upstairs, or whatever it may be. That's okay. You wake up some days, you're just like, how'd I get this far down the road? Because it happens a little bit at a time. To burn body fat, you've got to go the opposite direction with the same number. You've got to burn 3,500 additional calories to take off 1 pound of fat. It's a fork in the road. 3,500 gets you fat. 3,500 helps you not be so fat and lose weight the right way. And if you don't do it the right way, people, listen to me. You've tried probably other programs before. If you don't do it the right way, you're just going to get it back again. It's your body going into a starvation mode because you're eating once or twice a day. Brutally be honest with me here. Who eats once or twice a day? Okay. A number one reason you're overweight. Your body lives in what's called famine. It's just starving to death. You don't think so. You're like, I'm not hungry. No, because your body adapts. The body adapts to pain or conditions over time to where you start feeling like this is normal. But your body also sitting there saying, every time she eats tuna fish and celery, if that's what she was eating, I'm going to store it as body fat because I don't know when she's going to get to another meal. It doesn't know she's trying to lose weight or that's just what she thinks is the right thing to do, because it's like, eat less, weigh less, right? People in Ethiopia eat less and weigh less too. Look how malnutrition they are. Okay, that's not knocking. I'm just saying that's not the way to go. You're burning muscle tissue, which is your fat-burning machine. You're slowly shrinking down. So you get on the scale one day, you're like, well, I'm down 50 pounds. But when you hang your arm up, this thing's moving around. You go outside on a windy day, the flying squirrel takes off. You know that ain't right. Things aren't supposed to be flapping in the wind. It's supposed to be tight. I don't care if you're 18 or if you're 75. My mother's 75 years old, just took a picture on the beach. Looks like a kid. I mean, she's just, because she lives and breathes what we do. It doesn't matter your age. Don't give me I'm older, my metabolism thing. Your metabolism's dead because you've been eating 1 time a day, and it's slowed down over the years to where it is now slow, your thyroid's slow, everything slows down. So we're going to speed all that back up. But it's going to take work and a lot of uncomfortable situations, changes in your life to do that. So what we do is help people to lose body fat, develop a lifestyle, and the support of a second family. Everyone's saying that now, but if you can ask this lady in the back, because she knows, is our culture different? Is the support system phenomenal? And it's not even fake. It's because I pick who comes into my church, if you want to call it. This is my church, one of them. You come in and worship our religion, and I don't say that in a weird way. We already get called a cult. We get called all kind of names. I do that. I don't care about how much money you have. I want the right people in my camps, because when she came in for her first day, she felt like she belonged here. Not because everybody's hugging her and doing weird stuff, okay, or patting her. She's just like, I belong here because we have those kind of people. I kick people out of my camps monthly that all of a sudden were overweight, then they lose weight, and then they go to hard body and start really looking good, and for some reason they get ego about it. The person who got picked on school, bullied all the time, all that turns into the bully. I don't have it a lot. I'm just saying I will remove people from my camp. I don't care about their money and their monthly membership. I want the right culture here, and that's what we have. We truly have it. You've been here before, right? Remember you, right? Our culture. So, okay, next. I say all that, and people often ask me in interviews, why is everyone then not doing your program? Why are you not letting everyone do your program? Because the program's not for everyone, okay? There's 4 things that make people not prepared for this program. One of them is the people are not ready to be coached. And I have to say this the right way because I offend people all the time. If you've never done a sport before and you've never been coached, you don't know what a coach is. That doesn't mean you're bad because you haven't done a sport. I could care less. But when a coach comes in, not degrading. There's a difference in someone who degrades you, ridicules you, makes you feel like crap. A coach is someone who is there to push you to your boundaries and pull you back right where you get to the brink. Not over push you, but pushes you out of your comfort zone because you never do that for yourself. If you could push yourself out of your comfort zone enough to get to where you wanted to be, you wouldn't be sitting here right now. This, along with other things in life, wasn't meant to be done alone. It's meant to be done with people. Some people have a higher tolerance level, lower tolerance level. You've got to be coached. That means we love you, but we're going to push you, and we do have a job to do because you came to us for help. That's what we do. People don't want to be coached. So if they've never been coached, they get offended. Oh, I don't want to be, pushed. I don't want to be told to do another one. Come on, we think we have more in you. Okay? They want to go somewhere where people, they pay money, personal trainers, used to be one. I'll pay you all day long, but you tell me exactly what I want to hear. I'm doing good. You're looking great. And you haven't lost a pound. Nothing's changed. And a year later, you're like, well, I'm really not making any changes here. Yes, because you're not being coached. Secondly, they're not ready to be pushed out of their comfort zone, which I went over. Third, they're not ready to invest in themselves. You know what's funny is if you've got kids, you'll pay $1,000 a minute if it means helping your kid out, whatever it may be. I watch it all the time. I've got 3. I've got 2 twins, 21-month-olds, and a 14-year-old. You'll do anything when it comes in because you sacrifice. People are weird when it comes to fitness. Oh, well, how much do I have to invest in myself financially? What does it matter? If it's going to keep you out of the doctor's office and long term, you're going to be healthier and be able to play with those kids and sleep better at night, whatever you got going on, who cares, okay? You've got to jump in there and invest in yourself. When you do these kind of programs and you eat good food, it's going to cost you a little bit more. The good food's higher priced than the crap food. There's a reason for that. That means you're going to be shopping down the aisles that you're like, wow, that's more expensive than the, ding-dongs I usually buy or the drive-through at Arby's where I get 5 hamburgers for $2 or whatever it may be. Yes, it's going to cost you a little bit more. But I will tell you this, and this isn't off of my own recognition because I'm not trying to sell people. Members tell me every challenge over and over for years and years. You don't understand what you need to be telling these new people. I'm saving $500 a month as a single person. I'm making my car payment with the money I'm saving. Families tell me they're saving $1,000 a month because everyone's now eating, cutting out the crap, not eating out, not drinking booze, not doing Starbucks, not drawing Cokes or whatever it may be, and it adds up. That's the average comment is $400 to $500 a month on a single person, $1,000 a month on a family, and that's including the money you're investing in yourself. But some people aren't ready to invest in themselves when it comes to these kind of programs. Next, people let their circumstances dictate the dreams of having the body that they want. Maybe a lot of work to get the body where you want, but they let their circumstances. You know what the number one circumstance I hear? I've got 3 kids, and I don't have any child support. I don't have a father figure around. I'm working 3 jobs. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, well, I'm just telling you that. I just wanted to let you know that. When everybody's done, I just wanted to let you know that. I'm like, well, you opened up this conversation, so I'm going to tell you this. I don't have an emotional component for your complaining that you've got 3 kids and you're working 3 jobs. Because some of my best clients over my years are those mothers that don't use that as a crutch. They're like, I am working 3 jobs. I don't have child support. I don't have time to talk about this program that's been around forever. What do you want me to do so I can be better for those kids? But people at their circumstances, and it can be I'm going to school, or I'm doing this, or I just went through that, okay? And the thing that burns me about the kid thing is, my mom I just mentioned, she was the single mom. She did work 3 jobs. She worked for the state, cleaned apartments, waited tables, borrowed money from my Nana, paid our bills. When the state paid her, she paid my Nana back. When we went shopping at the grocery store, when Crest Foods first opened up in Midwest City, that's where I'm from, Nick would have an aisle, or should I say registers open, where he put baskets out there for $5 for $1. People thought they were closeout items that didn't need to shop there. We knew what Nick was doing because he would tell us what they were. They weren't closeout items. They were for people like me that had to shop out of those $5 for $1 because that's the only money we had. So when people want to complain to me that had the financial means, I look at my audience all the time. You guys have the money to go buy the good food me and my mother did not have the money for. It disgusts me when I say, here's what you need to do. Show up for your workout. It's 40 minutes long. It's not an hour. Bring your 5-pound dumbbells, and we'll take care of the rest. Oh, I got to go shopping and maybe do a little bit of prepping. A little bit of prepping. You don't have to be Chef Boy RD. It's very simple. And there's very few selections, but it's not just strictly tuna, fish, and celery. Everyone thinks that's what it's about. It's not that. It's that food that your kids should be eating. Everyone should be eating in your family. But, I got to do a little bit of work. That's why I don't have an emotional component for you. You don't want to do a little bit of work, okay? And I'm going to warn you. You get accepted in my program, I'm going to pull you out of your comfort zone, way out of it. On day 1, spin you 360 degrees, and you're not going to know upside from down, but you're like, oh my gosh, because you have to learn a new system. You've got to learn to put food in place. You've got to figure out what time you're going to work out. You've got to do so many things that I mandatorily require of you on this program, or guess what? I will kick you out of the program. I kick 6 to 7 people per challenge out. I don't want to. I don't know why it's that number, but it's for non-compliance of the rules. So that's why you're here tonight, so you can hear directly from me what you have to do to stay compliant in the program. It's an accountability program, very high accountability. Makes you do stuff that you'd think I don't have time for. You may not think you have time for. During this orientation, maybe you decide this isn't for me. You have 2 options. I can hand you a membership form and tell you for the fact you came out here to listen tonight, I'll give you first month free and you just be on a basic camp membership, no accountability. We have 3,000 members. People love our memberships. Or you can leave because you just don't like my attitude or my directness or whatever it may be. That's fine. Orientation's for that, for you to listen and make a decision. Do I want to move forward on the application process or not? So I just want to give you that. You're not offending me if you walked out. I'm like, yeah, that's great. We saved each other a bunch of time here and money and whatever you want to call it. Okay. Orientation is needed, as I referred to, because we accept up to 300 people. Maybe it's 150 people that we get in there, 200, whatever it is. Up to 300 people we pick to go through the program. Some people do not get in. We either can have hate email from them, or they can say, I didn't get in, can I get on a camp membership and apply for the next one? People that don't get in, it's not because of the fact that they weren't qualified enough. Maybe other people had more qualifications than them. Whatever it may be. You showing up here, and you people watching tonight, that qualifies you and gives you points for sitting here and listening to the program. You know how many people told us they were going to be here tonight? There's about 15 more that said, I'll be there, and they're not here because all of a sudden, this came up, this came up, this came up. The only thing that came up is probably, it's not The Bachelor. Is that on? Yeah, I knew it. It always. That became like, I'm going to go watch that, and I'll do this at another time. Those people don't get points for this. But then they'll call us in a couple of days saying, I couldn't make it. Can I get in the program? Nope, because you didn't come hear about the program. All right. How many of you people know people who are big-time talkers about not just fitness, anything? They're talking, they'll come up and say something like, hey, I'm getting ready to start this thing. Man, I'm so fired up. I'm not going to mention names. I got someone like that in my family. And every time this person says this, I look at my wife and go, like that? How many of you know that person? They're talking and they're going to quit. They're not going to last, okay? That is who we are not looking for, okay? That's what we really look for in people. We watch the whys. The whys tell it all. I can read BS a mile away, and I can read sincerity right up front. The why tells it all. Someone who's not generally someone who will complete the program just gibberish through the deal there and thinks that's okay and it's good enough. I can read that. Also, people that don't want to show up or whatever it may be. We don't want that kind of person. That's the exact kind of person we don't want in the program. It's the kind of person we feel like will bring the whole team down. We believe everyone must contribute to the overall experience of what we call the challenge. I'm thinking about changing the name of this program. The word challenge has become diluted, desensitized, because now everyone's doing a challenge. Used to, back in my day, in my 20s, if you said challenge, it was like, holy shit, that's a challenge. These days, I check out challenges. I mean, they're ridiculous. They're not even really a challenge. They just call it that to get your attention. I'm here to bring back and resurrect the word challenge tonight, so you see you're asking to be in a true challenge for 6 weeks of your life, okay? Okay, next. As I mentioned earlier, excuses are something I'm desensitized to. I don't have an emotional component for. People that are non-excuse making, hungry people who can follow the instructions are who we look for. As I spoke, I use the analogy all the time. I'm looking for people that if I tell you to go outside and go to that tree and eat the bark off that tree, your question should be, how many times a day do you want me to bark off that tree? End of conversation. You're not going to micromanage my program. It's been around, it's been tweaked, it works, okay, hands down. I have an equation, 2 + 2 + 2 equals what? 6. If you go in wanting to change my equation because you don't like some part of it, that's what people do. They'll take a program that no one's holding them accountable for and pick out the pieces they like and do the parts they want to do but not do the parts, and they wonder why it doesn't work. That program didn't work. Did you follow it? Well, I mean, I did this and this part of it. Okay, that's human nature. We want the fun part. We don't want to do the hard part. That's why the accountability is in place. You're not going to change any of my equation in my program, okay? You're not going to pick it apart, micromanage it, or question it. Now, questions are acceptable. Okay, we're going to put you in a group. That's why we do that, a private group, so you can ask questions. There's a lot of people who have done this challenge way before you that will answer before any of my team gets there. They know the answers to them, and that's okay. A logical question. Picking it apart, well, we had a guy today email us, why'd you paint the ceiling black and this black, and why are you getting a new rug and a new floor in here? Because that's what we want to do. We want to update the camp a little bit. But I mean, that's a question I wouldn't tolerate on this program. Okay, next. If you cannot change your mind about what food really is, we're only in America do we do this. We look at food as a social event, as a reason to do something, as a reason to eat a lot of crap at one time. It's just fuel for your body, people. It's all it was ever designed for. Go back and Google and try to find me a fat caveman. You don't see fat cavemen. They ate the right way to survive. That's all they did was eat to survive. Okay, you're in a little bit different situation. You're not just trying to survive. You have the luxury of eating when you want to. But this is nothing more than fuel for your body. That's why we're an overweight nation. You go to Italy, I tell the story all the time. Me and my wife go to Italy. I got off the plane, and we're vacationing, right? I start looking around. I'm like, there's no fat people here. She goes, you kidding me? We're here. This is our time away from. No, but look around. Do you see fat people here? Where the hell are they at? Oh, they're in the restaurants, I said. Because we had to eat in restaurants because we couldn't bring our food to Italy. We're going to the restaurants. I'm looking around. No fat people in the restaurant. Then I started studying them. They sit there. They order. They get a bottle of water this big. Some have a tea, whatever it may be. A plate came out. I thought, oh, there's the appetizer. No, that was their meal. And they ate, and they abruptly left. I'm talking 30, 40 minutes tops they were in there. You come back here and go into an Olive Garden. You see a family come in. They order appetizers this big, enough to feed a small village. Then the platter comes out, and it's this big. On top of that, then Cheesecake Boy comes by, and you grab some cheesecake. And if you're a drinker, because you're in Olive Garden, you have a glass of wine or beer, and you spend an hour and a half. And if you go up and ask somebody, why did you spend an hour and a half in a restaurant? Oklahoma people love to use the word, it's bonding time, boy. That's what families do. We bond when we eat. And that's what we do here. No, bonding time should be go to the movies, go bowling, go putt golf, I don't know, something. But that's not bonding time. We've twisted it around. We go every opportunity we can to make a social event. If somebody's getting married, what's the number one thing on the bride's freaking mind? What's the food we're going to pick out? That's all they talk about, that. I mean, they want the other stuff too. If you're having a birthday party, what kind of food do we have in there? 4th of July? Number one answer. Surveyed 30,000 people. Number one answer. What do you think about the 4th of July? What's the first thing come? What's the word? Barbecue. Exactly. Number one answer. Barbecue. Not Independence Day. These people, she just went through the challenge. She went through the 4th of July. I have to educate them weekly in videos. I say, listen, the 4th of July is just another day. I don't mean to knock it, but it's just a day that will come and it'll go. Take your food with you. Celebrate with your family. Enjoy the time with them. Celebrate Independence Day and let them eat their crap. But it's just another day in time, and your food is going to be there tomorrow as it is today. It doesn't have to be, oh, I'm missing out. But people think that. I'm missing out because I'm not eating my food. You have to change your mind that food is fuel for your body. If you are a trigger reflex person, meaning you had a bad day at work, and the first thing you do is call up the girls and say, meet me at Abuelo's, we're going to have margaritas and nachos, I'm going to bitch about them. because you had that trigger, okay? Don't apply for the program. Here's the deal also. If we catch you eating at a restaurant or eating off the menu, you get kicked out of the program. Okay, I'm going to go over that in a minute. And don't laugh. You know how we catch people? People tell on people. Literally, I love my troops do it. They'll take a picture because they know you're on challenge. Guess what? Comes to headquarters. Just want you to see this. And all right, and call them up, show them a picture like you're gone because you were at Olive Garden or whatever. Okay, the program evolved. I'll briefly go over this. The program evolved back when I was competing in bodybuilding shows. Again, me and my mother, very poor. I studied a lot in my bedroom, read books, lifted weights. I've been working since I was 12, sacked groceries, got a weight set. I was more intrigued with how the body worked and how the mind worked. Huge psychology study, which has paid off today because I use a lot of psychology in my program to help people get outside the box of thinking it's about weight loss. That's a byproduct of the program. Weight loss is a byproduct. My job when I'm done is to show you a million other things that you accomplished other than weight loss, okay? So it sticks. As I started growing up, I started going into these little gyms. People had a poster on there called Mr. Oklahoma, had no clue what it was. Studied how to do the show, went in, and I won the damn thing. I'm like, I'm pretty good at this. So I got hooked. Started doing it, competing, traveling. The way I developed this camp is because when I would travel, I'd go into a gym, and there's two sets of people. You had overweight people over here working out on the treadmill, all confused, trying to figure stuff out. And you come over here, and the beautiful people, as I would call them, who are in shape, not their face, just they're in shape, all the trainers were hanging out with them. And I'd go up to the trainers like, these people are paying you? Like, not all of them, they're our friends. I'm like, what about those people over there? Have you tried to go talk to them about training? They're too far gone. Look at them. They'll never eat right. I heard that so many times. And then I'd get on the treadmill and talk to someone. I'm like, anybody ever talk to you about not doing this the right way or whatever? How would you know to talk to me? You've never been overweight in your life. I have not been overweight. I'm asking you, though, has someone ever sat down and just showed you a simple way of doing it? No, they have not. We started the fat loss camps based on that. Wasn't called that back in the day. I started off by going into my gym that was a place I trained for my programs or trained for my competitions. Once I got done with competing, I asked the owner, hey, you care if I do a program here for free? I said, I just want to get about 30 of your people, they're your members, train them for free. All I want is a before and after picture and a testimonial to get past the hump that a bodybuilder can help overweight people. He said, go ahead, do it. I took a piece of paper, put it over a water fountain, and the paper said, tonight or tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., free weight loss program, something like that. Next morning I came in, there was a ton of people there. I asked the owner, I said, what's all these people here? He said, that stupid sign you put over the water fountain. Oh, cool. So I sat down and I talked to him, told him what I wanted to do, got him on board, took before pictures, weighed them in, set up training times, and I was personal training these people at the time, mind you. First 2 or 3 weeks went great. We were rocking and rolling. These people were showing up. I was killing it. And I had a little bit of ego. I'm like, damn, man, you're going to kill this program. I'm in Mr. Oklahoma. Of course they're all going to do good, you know. 4th week, 3rd week, 4th week, people started dropping off rapidly. I'm not talking drop off like, hey, I'm not going to be here tomorrow. Would not call me, did not talk to me, disappeared, and never came back again. By the end of the program, which was 6 weeks, what called the challenge in, I had a 34% success rate. That means you're not as good as you think you are, Trav. Started over again, same numbers, 34, 40%. That was always my numbers. At the same time, I was getting called to speak at big expo seminars. Back then, a fitness expo was a 3-day event. They charged you $300 for. You'd go Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday was legit. Saturday was legit. Friday, you had real good guest speakers like Tom Green, who actually was an Opus trainer. I was like, man, freaking Tom Green's here. And then had equipment day. Sunday, you got ripped off because they would have people come in what's called fillers. Fillers would speak about an hour on crap they had no business talking about. They were horrible speakers. You were bored, and most people had already left to go back home by that day anyway. I was a filler. I was single, had no kids. I loved it. I got paid airfare, hotel, I got some food money, and paid to do the thing. My 3rd year out in South Florida, the guy running the Fitness Expo asked me to go to dinner that night with him. He said, hey, come to dinner with me. So we'll go to dinner, and Phil's his name, and we're sitting down, and he says, hey, call it what it is, you're a filler. I said, yeah, man, I love it. And I'm thinking, man, he's going to put me on day one because I'm rocking here. He was saying, hey, I get more emails from a filler, on a filler speaking, than my big dog talkers. That supportive eating thing you're doing, I get emails about you every year. And I said, okay, so am I going to day one? He said, no. That's not what I'm asking here. He said, why don't you have a program back in Oklahoma? I mean, you've got the nutrition down to an art. Put a workout in there, and kill it. I said, I do have a program. I have a 6-week program. I said, but it fails at 34, 40% every time. He said, show me your program. So I wrote on a napkin the program, wrote it out for him, handed it to him. He looked that over and he looked at me and he said, if we weren't friends, I'd rip that off because you don't have it copyrighted or trademarked. He goes, that's the most complete, accountable, A to Z program I've ever seen. Why is that not working? You're the third fattest state in the United States. I don't know. I was young then. He said, let me tell you, let's break it down. How do you charge for this thing? Or how do you market for this thing? I said, I put a piece of paper over the water fountain. He goes, people actually show up for that crap? I said, all day long. He said, great, because this guy's a millionaire doing big-time advertising at the time. So he said, what do you charge him for it? And I said, well, I don't charge for it. I said, I'm trying to build a reputation up because the big pushback is, you've never been fat, you don't know how to coach us. So I'm doing it for free, getting before and after pictures, testimonials, and I said, build a portfolio, then I'm going to start charging for it. And he said, there's your problem, Trav. He said, see, you think these people really care about you, and they're really heavenly nice people. He said, deal is, they don't respect you because it's free. He said, I love your concept. Don't get me wrong. Concept's good. He said, but they have no skin in the game. They have nothing to lose. And before I could get out of my mouth, he said, I bet none of those people don't even contact you before they ditch you. They just leave. I said, right. He goes, that's called disrespect. They can't even call you to say, I'm going to Vegas, I'm going on a fishing trip, or whatever you guys do there. They just ditch you because I don't do this anymore. He goes, go back there, put in a commitment deposit. Say, put some money down here. He said, first of all, you'll watch about 20 people leave. He said, then tell them you hit 20 pounds on the weight loss. Give me my before and after picture that I'm wanting so desperately to prove myself. I'll give your money back, and then we have a free program. He said, same concept, just make them put something on the line until you can get them into the program and see what you can do. He said, they don't believe in you enough right now to finish up the program. So I come back, put in a commitment deposit, and that's where the birth and explosion began of this actual program. It grew, and it grew, and it grew. And I'll be honest with you, back in the day, we didn't have a selection process. If you showed up to an orientation and you heard everything, I slept at night. I'm an old school guy. I'm direct up front, and I have no reason to lie and be shady. I like to tell people exactly what they're coming in here for, and before they get into it, and that way they make a decision. That way I know the audience I have is fully attentive and not disgruntled. I got scammed, I got lied to, whatever it may be. That's how I've always been. So I went back, put the commitment deposit in. We had a lot of people disappear, but we had a great group that we got results on, got their money back. We took pictures with them, and it grew one camp, second camp, third camp to where we are today. Now, we have several other programs. We have camp memberships, hard body programs for people that get down to ideal weight, don't even do a challenge anymore. We move them into that program, okay? That's a whole different program. That's a paid-for program. Elite's a paid-for program. This is the only program that if you lose 20 pounds and you do all the stuff I'm going to go over, the accountability stuff, okay? Stay accountable, you get your money back. Or you can do, what's your name? I keep saying you. Brittany. So Brittany hit 20 pounds Saturday. Just like 2 days ago. Yeah. We theoretically tried to give her a company check back that she could go cash and put in her bank account. She said, I don't want that money. I want to use that for this challenge coming up. So not only am I giving her money back to her, I'm allowing her to take that same money we just helped her lose 20 pounds with and apply it to this challenge so she can lose another 20. She wants to go for a third one, she can use that money for the third one. That's where the media gets buzzed and crazy and confused. They're like, so this girl's working you for $347 for a half a year if she wants to. I've got people done 8 challenges on $347 before they decided, I'm done to my ideal body weight, I'll take my money now. You know why I do that? Because I have her story on my website. Who's been on melt20and42.com, the website, with all the videos? That thing is gold. It costs an arm and a leg because it has so many videos, and we keep adding to it, and the price goes up because they're not still pictures. Pictures are static. They just sit there. For $50 a month, you can put 10,000 on there. You put a live video that's reeling, sitting there reeling, waiting to play, it goes up astronomically. I don't even tell you the number. It'll blow your mind. But it's worth it to me because people will sit there and watch that thing for about a year before they get the confidence to come sit in a chair like this, because they get to looking and say, all these people can't be lying. And they look like me. There's no Ken and Barbie, ripped up Sally, shredded Joe, bodybuilder Jack on there. You see moms, dads, real people, middle age, a little bit younger, older age, whatever. You're like, I identify with this lady who just had 3 babies, and look at her now. So that's why we do what we do on that deal. Not about the money in this program. The next question is, well, how do you make any money? Where do you think Brittany's going to stay once she gets done with doing the challenge? Where do you think she's going to join on a camp membership? Here. That grows our membership base because she don't want to leave the culture that I so protect to make sure she knows it's not like going somewhere else and getting the same kind of support. Even when she's done with the challenge, she's got people in here, most of them have done the challenge and aren't doing it anymore, to support her along the way. So that's the rhythm of that. Okay, so we went in, put in a commitment deposit. Now we worked our way up. And as the time went on, I started getting nervous because, as I told you when we started this, people were dropping off left and right because they had no skin in the game. I just met my wife 8 years ago when I started putting in the actual selection process and picking who goes through it. She goes, oh man, you're going to get sued and everything else. And we do. I had to get my lawyers on board with this thing because people feel discriminated. I get called discriminated, profiling, you name it, I get called it if they don't get in. And that's farthest from the truth. I don't know you on a personal level. I don't look at color. I look at whys. I watch you right now if you're paying attention to me, or if you're looking over there, or if you're on your phone right now. I look at all that kind of stuff, and that's why we pick the selection process of who we pick. The reason we do it is because once you get to the numbers that we do now on a large scale, eventually people are going to say, oh, Janie did that program, I'm going to do it too because it's going to be fun. We're going to do it together. Okay, that's how it's going to happen. I stopped it before it happened. I made them come in and say, look, you're going to go through the selection process. You're going to have a why. It's not because Janie wants to do the program or has done it. You know, Brittany's probably got 10 friends who are like, oh, I just want to do it because Brittany did it, because Brittany smiles now. She looks good, and they're like, oh, yeah, man, that looks like so much fun. Brittany probably went through some real hard times getting here that you don't even know about. So that's why we do the selection process. I'm trying to get across to you, there's nothing about profiling, racist, all that stuff, okay? All right, enough on that. Why do I continue to do this program? Why do I continue to give back thousands and thousands of dollars to people every 6 weeks? Media, Channel 9, loves to always ask that question. Why? Because I want updated proof. I mean, hire talking heads, say you could charge $347 for that program, not give their money back, and people would line up all day long to do it because you've proven yourself over the years. You're right, I could make all that money if I wanted to. I want updated proof. I feel obligated to somewhere in there have a contract between us that says, if you take your money back, I can do that with you. Look up there. Everybody look. You get your money back. I'm not a charity organization. I can put you on a giant poster and put you up in a camp without notifying you because you're going to market to somebody. I can put you on my website that 3,000 people a day look at. The video one where you're standing there in a sports bra and shorts and they're watching you. Okay? 3,000 people a day. I need you to think about this. That's why it is a free program if you hit your 20. I'm going to use you for marketing. Someone usually says, you're not going to do anything weird with it, are you? I'm like, I don't even know where your brain went with that, or what. I'm trying to think what I could do with someone in regular clothes, but whatever it is, no, it's done with taste. You're put up on there, you put on a website, whatever it may be. Everybody understand that? Okay, that's the exchange. All right, next. Okay, updated proof is why we continue to give the money back. Commitment deposit, you hit your 20 pounds, you get your money back. Now, don't make a mistake about what this program is about when it comes, as I said, giving your money back, okay? It's not a charity case. You're going to be doing marketing other than that throughout the whole program. Who's seen their friends checking in on Facebook? Okay, hands down. See who tells the truth here. Who got sick of seeing them do it? 3, oh, now more. Yeah. You got sick of it, and we know you get sick of it because we get the emails from the challengers. You know, females mainly, men don't care. Females will email us or call us in tears because a friend they went to high school with, college, was in their wedding for their first kid. I mean, they get this bond, are saying, I'm going to defriend you because I'm so sick of you checking in on Travis Garza fat loss camp, a non-scale victory, 10 challenges later, blah, blah, blah. I think it's funny. I'm 52. I could care less you defriend me, but my wife says, look, the 30-year-old generation, that's offensive if you defriend them, and they get upset about it. Because I'm like, what are you upset about? A, you ought to check who your friends are. You are doing a very good thing for yourself. But see, they look at it like you're bragging, that you're saying, oh, I'm checking in again. I'm working out again. But little do they know, I require you to check in every time you come work out 5 days a week, or I will kick you out of the program. And here's the punchline. I keep your money if I kick you out. You put $347 down, you don't work out 5 days a week. Now get me, we'll go over in a minute. Life-threatening situation happens, something tragic, we're human beings, okay? But if you don't work out 5 days a week and check in at the camp 5 days a week, these have location finders on them. You can't sit at home and check in and think, I'll just check in from home. You have to be actually in a camp to check in. It shows up on our screen, home office, that you checked in 5 days. But see, people think you're being egotistical and boastful, and to me it's like, what's boastful about that? But it really gets messy sometimes. And I'm saying this for a reason. You're going to have friends that are going to give you crap about it. Oh my gosh, I can't even read the crap on Facebook because you're always checking in. You're always doing these homework assignments he says to do. Give me 10 reasons other than weight loss of why I've done this program for 3 weeks, I mean, all kind of stuff like that. You're going to be working the system. But the people that raised their hand, guess what? You're sitting here tonight. It works, okay? It really does. It pushes people really to make them uncomfortable that their friends are leaving them behind. And I tell the people, my challengers, don't take offense to it when they come at you saying, man, you're really buying into this crap he's doing, this Kool-Aid thing. Man, you're boring now. Man, you're not even drinking anymore. You're just like eating this food and working out and whatever. They're not really lashing out at what you're doing. They're lashing out at themselves why they're not doing it. It's psychological. Read about it. People usually attack somebody. They're attacking them because you're touching a soft spot there. They wish they were doing what you're doing. They just don't have what it takes yet to do that. But that's your job. Continue to set the example. I promise you they will follow. Okay, let's go over the requirements, not expectations, for everyone, including people taking the challenge from home. Okay, there's a difference in what's your name? Morgan? There's a difference in me telling Morgan, I require this, or I expect it. Expect it means I'm going to leave it up to her to do it. I'm just going to trust she's going to do it. We all know where that's going, right down the hole, okay? I tell her to work out 5 days a week, and I don't check her on it. Guess what? By 6 weeks, she'll be working out 3 days a week because somewhere she morphed it. I've heard you need rest between workouts. I should only work out 3 days a week. Humans will find comfort in whatever you give them to play with, like putty, unless you hold them accountable, especially on this. So that's why we do requirements. Number one, you are going to work out 5 days a week right out of the gate if you get accepted. Somebody's thinking right now, watching us online or at home, sitting here, I haven't ever worked out. I've only worked out, I've worked out in 5 years. Can we ease into it? No, that's you wanting to ease into it and make reasons why you don't want to go 5 days a week. You got a stopwatch? Let me set your mind at ease if you're brand new with this. I took my personal training career. If Morgan came to my personal training studio back in the day, you cool with me using your name? Okay. And I said, Morgan, today we're working legs. Just me and you by herself. Morgan would be completely fine with it. She's horribly out of shape. Set one, she does 10. Everybody know what squats are? Squats? Hey, Morgan, give me 10 squats. She knocks it out. Set two, I say, Morgan, let's do 12 squats. Does it, but shaking by now because she's just first day. Hey, I want you to do 15. She gets to like 3 and she's shaking. She goes, oh my gosh, I'm done. My legs are fried. And I'll say, look, for kicks and giggles, just try to get up to 20. I know you're not going to, but she can't do 1. She's laughing at me going, man, I'm glad I'm doing this. My legs really need this. She's okay with that. I bring her into this class. By the way, we're in a break between weeks right now. This class usually is about 20, 30. So know that what you saw there, it's going to be a little more crowded than that. But bring her in here with 20 people. And I said, hey, everybody in here, I want you to do 20 squats. Morgan can't even do 1 because her legs are already shot by now, but everybody else is knocking out their 20. She psychologically will think everyone's looking at her saying, can this new girl get her crap together here? We're trying to work out. You know what I mean? That's how our human brains work. The truth is, nobody really gives a crap what you're doing. They really don't notice you're not Elvis. It's not like you're some superstar. I'm not knocking you. I'm saying when you go into a new place, people really aren't looking at you like, oh, look at the new chick over here. They're trying to get their crap together and do their own workout. But we think like that. But it would be degrading to her, humiliating, and she would leave because she did not knock out the 20 and never come back again, and she needed help the most. I took my personal training career. I need you to hear that word. It is not circuit training. It's not Zumba. It's not, those are fine programs. It's personal training on a large scale. We're going to do 4 sets of squats, Morgan, and class. But what I want you to do as many squats as you can for 25 seconds. It's not a race. I don't want you to count even. Okay? She's like, okay, that's cool, but I can't do 25 seconds of squats. We understand. We have what's called the 5-second rule. That means Morgan, after 10 seconds, she can't do anymore. She can stand up, count to 5. If she's got some more juice in her, she can knock out a few more. Maybe she's exhausted, her heart rate's jacked, and the my zone up there showing her she's off the chart. She can stand there for the other 20 seconds, calm down, just kind of move her legs a little bit, wait for set number 2. Set number 2, we're going to go 30 seconds of squats. Set number 3, 35 seconds of squats. Set number 4, we're going to go to 40 seconds of squats. So the beginner can work out with the advanced. Brittany's like, oh, I went through 6 weeks. I'm killing it now. You're brand new. You're going to be doing what she was doing 6 weeks ago. Brittany's like, I still can't kill it, right? It is hard. Also, if you're new with me, I have a patent workout system with 5-pound dumbbells. 365 different workouts a year you will get. Morgan will come in. If she's here 10 years later, she will never have seen the same workout twice, ever. I think trainers are lazy. I think companies are lazy, that you know exactly what your workout's going to be every week, and then you start over again. Why are you paying them? They're not getting off their butt and doing the work. And first of all, it makes you refreshed to know it's a different workout because you're not getting stale and bored. The science behind it is your body's always trying to play catch up and confused because nothing's ever the same. It burns more calories, okay, versus doing the same old thing. 5-pound dumbbells is all we use. And men, not you, but some men might go, really, 5-pound dumbbells? Navy SEAL came in. Navy SEAL, I'm talking 23-year-old jacked up Navy SEAL guy with his wife. And he said, here to support my wife with my 5-pound dumbbells. I said, good job. His butt was on the ground in 10 minutes of a 40-minute workout, looking at me like, what the hell just happened? And the deal is, I now got contracted to make their own personal workout for a survival thing they do on an island, and they're going to use 5-pound rocks or whatever it may be. But the deal is, it's a different kind of a workout system. It's not what you think, just traditional stuff. But the 5-second rules, use as much as you need to. You can use it once, twice, whatever you want to. Eventually, after 30 days, you will be doing most of the workouts. And that'll be the first thing I get from most of is an email saying, hey, just letting you know I made it through a workout today without using the 5-second rule. That's when we come in and say that's your first, what we call an NSV, that's a non-scale victory, which by the time we're done, we try to have you about 50 of those so you can recognize there's more to this than appearance and weight loss, okay? All right, you have to check in on Facebook 5 days a week. Before you leave here tonight, you will friend me on a Facebook page that's designed for the challenge only. That's another point system for you, but it sets up the location finder, so when you're in any of our locations, by the way, you can go any of our locations during the 6 weeks. I don't limit you to a certain time or a certain camp. I don't know why other people do that at other places. That's all I hear about is, oh, do we have to come the same time every time? No. If it's my camp, get your 5 workouts in. I don't care how you do it. You can come in the evening like now, go 4:45 in the morning if you want to. I don't care. Check in, get your workout done to stay accountable. Next, you have to participate in the Facebook group. I'm creating a group. I'll put out however many people we accept in there, close the door. Only the people going through the challenge, only my staff and my trainers, anyone associated with the program will be in there. What does that mean? Making stuff up, Morgan. Morgan's husband, boyfriend, whatever, cannot go in the group as a support for her, okay? He will not be a support for her. He's going to be a pain in her butt because she's not eating out with him. He's eating pizza and drinking Corona, looking at her like, my God, you're eating all this food, man. You sure he ain't trying to make you fat? Man, last deal you did, you was eating 1 time a day. I mean, the deal is, in her group, it's a safe haven of people going through the same thing she's going through. Psychologically, if I take a needle and I poke you and poke you and poke you and poke you and poke you, what's the first word out of most of your mouth? Ow, ow, ow. Humans respond to stimulus pretty much the same way. Little degrees of variance, don't get me wrong. So you're all going to be on a kind of the same eating plan. You're doing the same workouts. You're going through the same trials. Your emotions will all go about the same way. I know what she's going to be thinking after week 1 before she even gets there. I know a question that will come out of her mouth. I've seen it all before. So when Morgan's like, oh, wow, 200 other people are feeling like this too. Good, I'm doing this right. How many times have you been on a program and go, is this working? Am I doing this right? What's that pain in my back? Oh, crap, do I have cancer? Are my kidneys going bad? Oh, my head hurts today. Did I do something? I mean, seriously, I've seen it all with people doing their own stuff. She's in the group and says, hey, I got a pain back here. Is that normal? Somebody comes in and says, Travis's weird workout system doesn't really identify itself, but that was working your back. You're fine. We all feel that today. I'm making up stuff. I'm just saying, okay, now she can go on and focus on the program versus dwelling, am I doing this right? Is this all happening the right way and all that? You all go through it together. Non-challengers won't get it because they're not experiencing it. That makes sense to you? I have to drive that home because somebody in here will have that person who's like, why can't I get in that group? And that's kind of weird to me, but I've seen women mainly catch a lot of crap about it. And I've been we hid our headquarters building over one of many reasons. One of them was husbands like to come to my office, walk in without notice or appointment and say, why you got my wife in a group that we can't see what's going on in there? I'm like, kind of a smart aleck. I'm like, dude, we do some weird crap in there. And I said, I'm so good at brainwashing 300 people, they all keep it a secret. That's how good we are. And that makes them aggravated. It's like, dude, what's your deal with that? I mean, so if you got that kind of person, I don't like it. Maybe you ought to think about if this is right for you or not. You want to catch that. Stressing you out through the whole challenge is not what this is about. Okay, as I stated, you're going to friend me on Facebook. New challengers, you're brand new with us. Never done a challenge before? How many of you seen your friend's Facebook profile change to this? You get a free t-shirt. This is our new logo. This is on the back. It's free, but you're going to sign a contract. Your profile picture will change to this for 6 weeks. If you take it down during the 6 weeks, the person that monitors that will not contact you. They will charge you $50 for a $10 t-shirt. Now notice, this is you putting yourself in the spotlight. Number one survey, 30,000 women. Do you tell people when you are on a diet? Because that's the word they use. Hell no is the number one answer. Hell no. You know why? Because as you go along, if you decide, Morgan's like, I'm going on a diet starting on Monday. By Thursday, she's thinking about the weekend. Somebody has Krispy Kreme donuts in the office, and she goes over and not told anybody so she can eat a few of them. Somebody come up, Morgan, weren't you like eating right this week on a diet? I went on a diet. I just had some chicken and salad and stuff. Whatever. No accountability there to keep her going on through till she gets starting seeing results and gets hooked. You put this out there, there's not a person in Oklahoma that doesn't know what this challenge is. Okay? In Oklahoma anyway. Everyone's going to know what you're doing. I hear it everywhere we go. Oh, I know 10 people doing your program. My trainers, they got a shirt on. People know what we do. You're on the spotlight and you're on the clock, meaning they're going to watch you. It's going to put pressure on you. It's going to make you a little uneasy, but you don't want to fail in front of your friends because they're sitting there waiting for you to fail within 2 weeks. Number one answer, 30,000 people surveyed. What's the first thing you think when someone goes on diet? They will quit in 2 weeks on a program, and that is true. So they're sitting there watching Morgan. And Morgan all of a sudden goes to 3 weeks. Then she goes to 4, 5, graduates. And she's sitting there at our graduation dancing. Then she signs up for another challenge, and she's keeping on rocking. That's what gets them involved, and you're going to turn around eventually and say, do you want to know what I'm doing? That's how you're going to pass it on, long story short. Okay, change profile picture t-shirt. We're going to weigh in 2 days a week. Weigh-in day is on Wednesday, and it's on Sunday, mandatory. You miss a weigh-in day, and you don't have a life-threatening, earth-shattering reason why you miss weigh-in day, you get kicked out of the program, and I keep your commitment deposit. Okay? Used to, when we were smaller, you came up to our camps, whatever camp you were at, weighed in. Today, we have a special phone. We got 10 phones at headquarters. One of them takes pictures of your feet on a scale on Wednesday and on Sunday from your home. So Morgan, you're going to stand on a scale. We'll tell you all this if you get accepted. Names on the scale. Take a picture. Text it just like you're texting a picture to your friend. It comes to us. We upload it into a system, and a logarithm shows us your progress. Progress isn't always this. You didn't get big doing this. It goes like this. And we'll go over weeks. I do videos. By the way, in the Facebook group, I do weekly videos. I go on there live. We save them because you may be at work, can't watch them. I address everything coming down the pipe before it even gets to your head mentally. Hey, listen, this is a week where some of you may do what's called stabilization. There's no such thing as plateau. That's a BS weight loss gimmick. You don't plateau. Your body has to readjust to a new weight. If you drop 10 pounds, it has to steady out for a little bit. Nervous system has to adjust to it. It goes like this, then it'll drop again. But you'll freak out, even though I'm telling you right now, you're like, I'm freaking out. My weight's not going down anymore. And all the past challengers come in and said, yes, he talked about stabilization this week in the video. Did you watch the video before it even happened to you? But we'll go over that. Also on the checkbook, checking in 5 days a week, if a life-threatening situation comes up and you don't check in and you get called, why didn't you check in 5 days this week? And you're in the hospital, you've had surgery, unexpected death, whatever like that, we get it. That's a pass. We're going to verify it because people will BS us all day long to get past that deal. I just didn't feel like working out today. Then we'll kick them out. Some people are brutally honest. I'm just tired. I didn't feel like coming today. Thank you for your honesty. You're removed from the program, and good luck to you. You can come be a camp member, but you just lost your commitment deposit, but you're getting out because you just became a cancer cell to my program. You're going to infect everyone else with that mentality before this thing's over with. I pluck them just like that the minute they start showing negative attitude or negative signs. That's why everyone going through it always comes out very positive feeling. It's a big deal to us. Next, this didn't used to be a big ordeal. You are going to use the few supplements that I created for this program. I only created my stuff about 3 years ago. I had to go out, basically use my kids' college fund to do this. I'm not a supplement guy. It's not my thing. But the FDA still does not regulate supplement companies. That means you can go to GNC, and everything on that label can be BS. They get fined $30,000 a month over it because false label claims. I can say 20 grams of protein. It can have 0. You can't sue me. You can find out that it's nothing but dirt, take me to court, There's no laws against it. So we created, and we found out women had stomach problems across the board in our challenges, always, my wife included. So I started reading what was in some of this stuff. Long story short, we put probiotics and digestive enzymes heavily into our protein powders, made them taste good, but less than 2 grams of sugar. I have 7 doctors, by the way, that endorse my program. Diabetic is number 1 on my list because our stuff is less than 2 grams of sugar, but my stuff tastes good, Britt? No one ever said, oh, this tastes awful. We got like 7 different flavors, blah, blah, blah. Here's the deal. I don't want to hear about your Arbonne, Avon, Spritzer, Itzer, Advocare, whatever like that, whale oil, butter oil, banana oil, you're doing all that. That's fine. Go do that. It will not go in my program. 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 6. And let me educate you on what the world has gotten away from. What's the definition of supplement? What does that mean in the dictionary? I don't know. Anybody know what the word means? It means in addition to. Food is king. If you go somewhere else after here, you leave here, like I've never come back there again, and you go somewhere else, look at the eating plan. Make sure 90% of it is food that your body breaks down, metabolizes, and speeds up metabolism, and supplements put in there to supplement the eating plan so you recuperate from a 40-minute workout that's going to kick your butt. You do fascial tear down when you work out, your muscle tissue. Fascial literally rips apart. You can't repair it fast enough with just food. You could if you had time to sit around and eat all day, but nobody wants to do that. But that's what they're used for. No one educates people on really what they're used for. But then there's people like, oh, I got to buy those? Yes, invest in yourself. It'll be okay. And then I ask people, hey, the last program you're on, did you let your kids do it? Oh, no, hell no. That bothers me too. Why would you put that in your body if your kids can't do it? I'm talking about food. Your kids will be on this program if you will allow them to. I really push for it. My twins, they're in high chair, chicken, green beans, they don't know any different. That's your food. They don't get to taste the crap, so then they say, I don't like that food, I want this food. So here comes the point where you've got, well, my kid's 15 and kind of too far gone. No, they're not. You put that on the plate and say, we're turning over a new leaf. We're starting to get healthy in this house. I'm going to start working out. I've been a bad example. I want to set a good example now. This is what we're eating. I don't like that. That's okay. You can go to bed hungry night. You'll be okay. Oh, that's child abuse. I got told one time. No, it's not. That's called you will get hungry and they'll eventually eat that. You know why they don't like it? An acquired taste has become the crap. Eventually, you will eat this stuff, and there's ways to season it. We've got a girl in the group that teaches you how to season, people how to cook. We're not eating bland food here. We're eating good food that has seasoning. We got recipes in this program. It's not bland, but you do have to eventually switch over to an acquired taste. Number one thing people hate about on this program, oatmeal. Brett, by the time, did you hate oatmeal when you started? On the fence, but do you love it now? Yeah, most people eventually go, I love oatmeal because it becomes like a sweet. The protein drinks become a treat. When you got chocolate peanut butter, you got cookies and cream, all that, it becomes a treat. You don't need junk anymore because we know what we're doing here. We put it all in play there for you. Okay, supplements will be used on this program to complete the equation, period. You will sign a contract that you won't drink alcohol for 6 weeks. Morgan's going into withdrawals already. I need my wine and my bachelor tonight. That's me and that's my bachelor. I'm giving you a hard time. I don't even know if you drink. No alcohol. I get pushback on that too. What are you? Oh, you Christian boy and don't do alcohol? I am a Christian boy. It's not about that. I mean, Jesus drank wine and shit. He was in bars and stuff all the time. Read the Bible. The reason the alcohol is eliminated is one reason only. Your body cannot metabolize food. I didn't even say fat. It cannot metabolize food at the same time it's metabolizing alcohol. So when you go out and drink, your body shifts over to breaking alcohol down, and it could take 3 to 4 days for it to completely break it down. It's very hard on the body. All the time, though, you've got to eat. I don't care if you are eating tuna fish and celery. It stores as pure fat. When I met my wife, she's like, I don't want to do all this workout stuff. She went into that at the time. I know she drank wine every night. I said, quit drinking wine for 6 weeks then. She dropped about 15, 20 pounds. She goes, holy crap, because her body started metabolizing the food she was eating. She wasn't even eating that healthy. That's a big deal to your body. That's how we get such a jump on people. It's like, you're not going to drink alcohol. If I catch you drinking alcohol, I'm going to kick you out, I'm going to keep your money. How did I catch you drinking alcohol? Facebook. I'm 52. I think Facebook is stupid just because of the stuff people write on there, but man, I use it as a weapon. You know what's funny is, you know what? Thursday before final weigh out day, we have so many people that already hit their 20-pound goal. They don't just barely make it. They've got 23 done by Thursday. You know what we have every so often? One of them says, I've already hit my 20, I'm at 25. I'm going to go out and have a drink tonight. Travis won't know. They leave their phone at home. They go out to a bar 2 days before the final weigh-in where we're going to get paid their money back, and their friend takes a picture of them with a Corona shoved down their throat, and then guess what? They tag them. Guess who gets it? Because we're going to be friends tonight on Facebook. My home office site. Oh, let me screenshot that. Come up to Morgan. Tomorrow you would have got 347 back because you're drinking this Corona, you're gone. Think about that crap, all that work over a stupid beer. All right, that's how serious we take the alcohol contract. Okay, next, weigh-in days. Our Saturday, weigh out, final weigh out, our Saturday. They're always at 10 a.m. I rent out a big ballroom at the Wyndham Hotel on Northwest Expressway. We'll give you all that. I say that because you need to think about it. What's this Saturday? If you get accepted, you'll be weighing in at 10 a.m. Do you have something going on you can't make it? Because I do not make adjustments for that. And someone gets mad at me like, hey, I got to work at 9 a.m. Yeah, so what? And this mom probably is missing a soccer game, or I'm missing my kid's soccer game. My kid plays soccer all over the United States. We're all missing something. But 10 a.m. is the day we're going to weigh in. From 10 a.m. to about 12:30 is the event. You don't just come up there to the hotel and weigh in. It's an event. Guest speakers, we go over the eating plan, we motivate you, we get you jacked up so high that you're ready to freaking run your head through a wall. I mean, it's a very psychological, uplifting moment for 2.5 hours that we have at our events at the hotel. So it's more to it than just the weigh-in. But we video you, take the before picture, all that stuff. Final weigh-out day? What's final weigh-out day? Anybody got that? Yeah? What is it? September 8th will be your final weigh-out day. So I know you probably thought about this Saturday if you get accepted. What's going on September 8th? Anything? Here's why. Wednesday before final weigh-out day, somebody or some multiples, I forgot I'm going on a cruise this Saturday. Crap, I forgot that. I can't be at weigh-out. Good luck. Yeah, well, I hit my 20 already. Did I get my money back? Nope. You said if I lose 20, I get my money back. That's you morphing my program into something that's not. The whole reason we do this is so I can get the final project. Remember I said I only had 40% success? This is one of them right here. I'm going on a cruise. I'm not going to show up for the rest of the deal. You show up to complete the process. I get my after picture, my after video. You come there, then you get your money back and it becomes free. I have nothing to use if it's one side's before and the other side's a blank. I don't have anything to use when I have a video of you weighing in and the other side's bug races. Okay? Everybody understand what I'm saying? You have to finish the program, complete the process. Okay. Any questions over the things that you are required to do that can get you kicked out of the program? And by the way, all of this will be put in the group. You don't have to remember it all. You're back here taking notes. We're going to do it all for you. I mean, we spoon feed you as you need to know. People are always amazed like, man, you told me that at the right time. Yes, we've been doing this a long time. We're really good at what we do. But I won't give you the whole program on a platter because you couldn't handle everything coming down the pipe. You freak out. We tell you what you need. We'll post it. We'll tell you it's at the top of the group. You'll always be active in that group and know what's going on because of that group. Okay, questions? Good question. So during the challenge, life happens. Maybe you do have 3 children, no dad, and when the baby gets sick, I can't go work out today because, what am I going to do? I hold this up because it used to be this. We used to give you this free DVD. This is one of our camp workouts. It's me training a trainer right here, one-on-one. Music playing, 5-second rule, clocking it, workout right there. You put that in, do it right there at the house. By the way, I love it because moms always show pictures of them and their kids doing the workouts. Kids think it's cool to do this program. They think you're doing something really cool. And they even get to know my name. My 14-year-old came up one day not too long ago and said, I love you, but that crap's outdated. Nobody has DVD players anymore. So my office said, she's right. I'm like, why didn't anybody tell me this? I'm like, well, we don't want to. Anyway, long story short, in your group, there's going to be a link with that same workout. We just digitally downloaded it. So you can have your phone. My wife was in Italy when we were in Italy. She used that link. We streamed in live when we could, but the time changed there. She'd hit that on her phone. Something as small as your phone. Carry your 5-pound dumbbells, your phone, you're good to go. That makes sense? The only thing I don't like about it, it's the same workout every time, but it gets you through the time you're not going to be here. A lady did have 3 kids, single mom, Disney World. 6 days she was there. Did that video 6 days in a row, took her food, got down there, shopped, got her food, knocked out 23 pounds, killed it. So, but yes, there's nothing we don't have covered. We know you're going to not make every workout, and we have a way that you check in. If you're not here, we have a thing that you post showing us you checked in. And some people laugh, they're like, okay, so I'm in Disney World, and I post that picture that I worked out at Travis Garza at home, and you believe that? I said, yes, because you know where I'll catch your butt if you're lying? Where will I catch you? No, where will I catch you lying if you're not working out? Scale. You're going to weigh in on Wednesday, and you're weighing in on Sunday. You can't escape that. It's always haunting you. Friday comes up, the weekend, people are like, hey, come on out tonight and have a freaking beer. He's not going to know. I mean, I'll weigh in on Sunday, though. That's like 2 days away. I mean, it psychologically messes with you. We pick those days for a reason. Saturday comes, Sunday comes, you weigh in. Monday comes, oh, okay, got weigh in out of the way. You want to have a beer? Wednesday's like another day away. It's always haunting you. We got this down to a fine art. And it's not to be mean. It's what it takes to make you successful. It takes several staff members to monitor the system to keep you accountable. That's why it works. Who did not write 100 words or less why they should be accepted? Just be honest. I've got your names right here. Okay, why did you not do it? Okay, I'm good with that. Why didn't you do it? Who else raised their hand? Okay. Okay, I'm good with that. I'm just making sure I don't hear what I've heard before is, well, I see all these emails. I feel like you're just trying to make people jump through hoops. That burns my butt. Everything I do has a purpose. I try to be upfront with you before you even get here so you're not wasting time sitting here on an evening. I tell everything right there on an email. Next steps, it's all written for you. People won't read the whole thing, though. So I just look for that person. I'm like, look, you didn't read the whole email. That's why you're telling me that. There's no jumping hoops here. I'm just being brutally honest in the email before you even came here. I usually look at this audience, and you all know what's going on anyway. I verbally communicate it, and then we all move on for the process. So, okay. If you did not write 100 words or less, have you gotten an email from me? Have you gotten an email from me? But have you gotten some email? Okay, I'm real simple. Before 12 midnight tonight, hit reply, write 100 words or less why you should be accepted to this program. Cool?